Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube channel Got Stuff to Review, where I'll be aiming to provide product reviews in the form of unboxing, first impressions and long-term reviews. Please like and subscribe if you appreciate the content that I'm creating. Without further ado, let's start with today's video. In this video, we'll be unboxing and forming first impressions about Real Flame Silverton electric fireplace. I'll also share insights into the assembling process and finish off with the various features of the firebox. Now you could be asking a question that why we need this specific fireplace. A simple answer would be because we are planning to buy a decently priced fireplace that can also look good. Not too fancy, but just appropriate to our budget and requirement. The most practical thing about fireplaces, along with enhancing the room's decor, is that it provides supplemental zone heating, wherein you can lower the overall temperature of your room and heat only the room that is occupied. This reduces wastage of energy and you can save some of your hard earned dollars, or likewise. We move a couple of steps ahead with electrical fireplaces' usability as there are no emissions, they are more energy efficient and easy to use. The mantle color I have for this review is white, however, the same also comes in dark mahogany and black. Some quick features about this fireplace: the mantle is solid wood and we need MDF construction. Assembly height is 41 inches, width is 48 inches, and depth is 13 inches. The fireplace mantle supports up to 30 pounds, and it is recommended that you do not place a TV on this mantle. We will get to the firebox features in a minute when we have completed the assembly. The electric fireplace came in two packages. The smaller one contained the real flame machine, while the bigger and heavier package contained the mantle around it. There were total even 12 parts to assemble the mantle. We were also given a hardware kit which contained L brackets, screws, washer, MDF blocks, and an Allen wrench. You can substitute this small wrench with a drill as per your convenience. Assembling with the wrench takes time and effort, so I have seen people going with more smart alternatives, but if this is all you got, then so be it. To start assembling, we first put together the side panels and then screw them both onto the base panel. After that, we complete the front facade by screwing some additional pieces that shows a black outline, also called the firebox trim, around the firebox. This is followed by firebox support that will provide a resting place to seat the firebox within the mantle. Finally, we place the top panel onto the structure to complete the assembly of the mantle. The next step would be to unbox the firebox package and position it in the mantle. This was a straightforward process and I just had to position the firebox and screw it to its trims on the mantle for stability. We are ready now. After this, it's all plug and play. Just a note that the firebox requires a 15 ampere 120 volt circuit. This fireplace comes with a remote control as well. Good news, huh? Now you can control the machine from the comforts of your couch. As you can see on your screen, there are 7 functionalities that can be taken care by the remote. Same is also available on the control panel on the firebox. There is a power button on the top left corner to turn the unit on or off. Below it is the brightness adjustment button which allows you to raise or lower the level of the flame brightness. With the button further down, you can adjust the color of the flame as well. That's interesting. On the bottom left corner is the time shut off button that allows you to automatically shut off the firebox after the amount of time as displayed on the screen. On the top right corner is the ambient light button. Below that are the temperature adjustment buttons. And on the bottom right corner you get the button to make the embers of the fire glow dimmer or brighter to create a realistic fire effect. Now let's try out the various functionalities that we saw on the remote. To start with, we can see there are 5 levels of flame brightness that we can adjust from the remote. On your screen, we are going from bright to dim. Moving on to the exciting visualization of changing flame colors, we have 6 levels to play with, ranging from the original flame color to mix of yellow, blue shades. Then we move on to the temperature adjustment functionality. This feature sets the desired thermostat temperature. There is an option to use the firebox without the heater as well, in case you just need the looks of it. Temperature can be adjusted through the up and down buttons. And to change the temperature readout from Fahrenheit to Celsius, just press and hold down the down arrow for 5 seconds. Finally, we will see the timed shut-off functionality. Here the timer can be set from 10 minutes up to 9 hours. After that, the firebox will automatically shut down. It should, right? That's all folks for today. I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you have any suggestions or comments, then please let me know. I'm just starting on YouTube, so please bear with me while I work to enhance my YouTubing skills. Have a good time out there.